And good evening, hockey fans in Newfoundland, Labrador, across Canada, and around the world via the internet. We are very pleased this evening to welcome you back inside the Joe Byrne Memorial Stadium for another Senior Hockey League game, this time in the Central West Senior Hockey League between the visiting Deer Lake Red Wings and your hometown Grand Falls Windsor Cataracts. Let's come up inside of our broadcast booth for just a moment. Hi, everybody. That's Robert Golding. My name is George Scott, and Robert, it is good to be back. It's been a little more than 4.5 years since we last had a chance to bring you a game involving the Cataracts.
It's always good to be back, George. We've said to each other at the end of each season, what will next season bring? And of course, there's been 3 seasons that we haven't been able to bring senior hockey from Grand Falls Windsor, but I'm ecstatic to be back. It's good to be back. It's nice to see the green and white out there, and of course, the red and white from the Deer Lake Red Wings.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting game. We were talking about it before we came on the air. A lot of new names for us. Last year I had the opportunity to call the Herder, and the Red Wings, of course, played in that, so I'm familiar with some of those players, and there are a smattering of guys who were in the league back when we called it before. But for the Cataracts, down to my right here, wow, that's a whole new list, and we've got a lot of new names to learn.
I went down through a number of them, George, and I could remember the names, but I really couldn't put a face to the player and to watching them play. I've seen a couple of them over the years, but no, I'm as in the dark as you are.
Yeah, so it's going to be interesting for us. There are some returning players. People are familiar with Scott Cantwell, for example. Tyler Whiffen is the goaltender.
Yeah.
He played with the Cataracts once before. He and AJ played together.
Yeah, you're right.
Going through the list, Brandon Jewer, hometown boy who played a few games with the Cats
David
years ago. David Byrne played some games.
Yeah.
And but 2 guys I think a lot of people are really interested to see. Hometown guy Cody Drover, who he was a standout here in high school, playing for Exploits Valley High. He went on and played a little bit with in the Quebec Major.
Yeah, that's right.
And then went on to play for University of Ottawa GGs, where he I believe still holds the record for most career assists.
Okay.
So
and then, of course, went over to Europe and played a bit of pro.
Yeah, he did. He went to France and I believe Germany as well.
And I think actually Scotland.
Right. Yeah, he did play.
He went to Scotland.
He played a little bit over there. Now he's home, and people are expecting big things from Cody. And I can tell you, Cody was a big driving force behind getting the Cataracts back on the ice.
I think he was one of the biggest drivers of getting the Cataracts
back. A lot of phone calls, a lot of texting, a lot of messaging to coerce the guys to come out and give it a shot and get the Cataracts back. So there's some names to keep an eye on there. For the Red Wings, mentioning to you before, the 2 defensemen, the 2 Stephen Gillard, Stephen Sims.
Right.
They're going to log a lot of ice time, and they are 2 terrific players. You're familiar with Sims. I saw Gillard last year at the Herd and was really impressed with him.
Yeah, Sims has been a stalwart in this league for a number of years, George. He played with the, back now with the Red Wings, but he played with the Cataracts, was part of the Herder winning team, and also Allen Cup team.
Played with the Cataracts in the Allen Cup.
Yeah,
and 2017. Yeah.
Oh yeah, great. And he was also a standout when he played with Cornerbrook Royals. A veteran player, understands the game well. He actually coached in the AAA league last year, and but it's good to see Stephen back with skates on again.
So other than that, there's some guys that we people will be familiar with who played senior hockey before. The 2 Hines brothers, Michael and Brandon, playing with the Red Wings. Always got to watch out for those.
Well, they light it up every time they're on the ice. I mean, Brandon Hines, George, when he came, when he played with the Gander Flyers back, 6-7 years ago, I mean, he possesses a pro shot. And in this league, if he gets open on the left side, being a right-handed shooter, it's really tough to deal with. And I mean, not only that, but people underestimate his skating ability. He's very quick off of the puck, George. His first 2 steps, he's a strong guy, good low center of gravity. He's a guy that you got to watch for, particularly on the power play.
Yeah, some other guys with the Red Wings you might be familiar with, Cliff Mugford.
Mugford
played here with the Cataracts and played with the Gander Flyers.
He did.
Ryan Penny.
Yeah.
The Bull. The Bull is back.
Keep your head on a swivel when Ryan Penny's out there, because he's going to be looking at you, and he wants to put a little T between your chest there.
Yeah, so there's some guys you might know. Again, we'll get to know Cataracts. Some of them we know a little bit because some of them came out of the AAA program. Ethan Sims just finished up last year.
He did.
He's in with the Cataracts this year. So, again, we'll get to know them as
Corey
we move
Brent,
along.
the younger brother of Michael Brent, played a number of years ago when the Cataracts were in and out, I guess, and of course played with the Blades team here in the Central League. So that's another guy to look out for. But the thing is, it's a young team, and one thing that you had saying, speaking to Paul Glavine today on the telephone, and speaking to Andre back a number of times, all they look at is don't lose your shift, don't get beat on your shift, and give a good battle each and every time out. And for the fans of Grand Falls, Windsor, you're going to be treated to some entertaining hockey. Not quite sure if it's going to be the caliber that you thought it would have been, say 6-7 years ago, but it's going to be entertaining if nothing else. I watched the streaming of the game last week, the 9-8 game in overtime, and a lot of people had said that it was a good game, and I beg to differ. It's not a good game when it's 9-8. I mean, if you're a defensive coach, you're pulling your hair out, but it was an entertaining game.
I'm sorry, I have to
pulling my hair out.
Well, I just got a text from the original audio cast color
Oh,
commentator,
Mr. Manuel.
the coach, Barry Manuel, now the mayor, Barry Manuel. He said, you mentioned earlier you were in the dark with some of these players. He said, no one up there is in the dark. He said, between your two foreheads, you got the place lit up. Thanks, Barry. It's a very bright light up here. It's not our fault.
But didn't you say earlier today that we lost the power here?
We did, yeah.
So, Mr. Manuel, can you get that fixed?
It's fixed. Yeah, I came in yesterday, did some of the setup, and came back today to finish it off. And in the middle of it all, I said, okay, ready to just test everything and make sure it's working. And I came in the booth, and everything was shut down. The breaker had tripped. So you just never know what you're going to run into when you go to do these things. You think you got it all figured out and all perfect, and then...
I'm glad to hear someone's listening and watching us, though, George.
Well, it means we are up.
We're reaching some people out there. And and on that note, I have to give a shout out to my niece. She turns 19 today, Holly Russell, my sister's daughter. And my wife said to me, she said, Robert, when you pick her up a card now, I want you to get her something to drink. I said, no, Robert, she's 19. Happy birthday, Holly.
And Robert, okay, I think we froze up there for a minute.
Oh, okay.
So we were talking about the power going off here. I looked and the picture was frozen. I don't know if you can still hear us or not. But anyway, let's hope that's the only time that happens tonight. We're going to get the introduction of the Cataracts players now by public address announcer John Thompson. So let's head down to ice level. Scott Cantwell, named captain of the Cataracts for this year.
Jordan Barr is the other guy that we forgot to mention, George, to look out for.
These are the two guys, Drover and Mara, that a lot of fans came to see tonight.
George, as I look around the building here tonight, I'm very impressed with the turnout here tonight thus far. Not quite sure if we've seen this many people for first game of the year in a long time, but we have a great crowd on hand here tonight.
A lot of interest in the return of the Cataracts. Milo.
Number 26, Jeremy Drover.
Jeremy Drover.
Jeremy and Cody.
Number 29,
Ethan Sims played with the Impact last year.
Yeah, was a really good player with him. Good skater.
Curtis Barrett. Tyler Whiffen.
And number 39, Kyle King.
King, Bishop Thomas.
Number 41, Jonathan Coffey. Number 42, Travis Gale.
42, Travis Winter.
I'm going to say.
Thank you.
It's hard to mix up winter and gale.
Correction.
It does blow a gale of winter. That's pretty good, George.
42, Travis Winter. Thank you.
John Thompson,
He got it right.
man on the spot, easily corrected.
It's been 4.5 years. You're out of practice.
43, Travis Gale.
There's Travis Gale.
Number 44, Tyler Wicks.
Nick Fitzgerald.
And 93, Corey Brent.
Brent. Younger brother
And
of
the
longtime
coaching
Cataract
staff
captain,
requires head
defenseman
coach
Mike Brent.
John Gill, assistant coaches Paul Whalen and Cody White, the trainer Lindsay Wiseman. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Deer Lake Red Wings.
And here come the Red Wings over on the far side of the ice.
Familiar spot, familiar position for Darren. Since he's come back to Newfoundland, Labrador after his days in the NHL, he's contributed widely and to a number of teams and programs throughout the province in hockey.
If you can, please rise.
Now for the national anthem.
And join Laura Power in the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. Carton bras et portez les paix, il sait porter la croix. Ton histoire est une épopée des plus brillants des exploits. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for
Ladies and gentlemen, your referees for tonight's game, Mr. Brian Rice and Mr. Yee Butcher. And your linesmen, Mr. Yee Moores and Mr. Sheridan Ford. Have a good game, everybody.
All right, folks, we have waited 4.5 years, a little more
Yeah.
than that,
Wow.
to see senior hockey back here at the Joe Byrne, and we are set to drop the puck. Say in senior hockey, you never know what you're going to get till the puck is dropped. Well, they're going to drop the puck, and we do have senior hockey back in Grand Falls, Windsor. The Cats are back. In the opening faceoff, it's cleared down into the Deer Lake end. Stephen Sims back there to get it. He's pushed against the boards by Byrne. Drover in there looking for it. Comes up high, back at the point. Pierce able to keep it in, throws it in deep. Will come out to center. Cataracts have it. Pass almost picked off. That's shot in. Dangerous outlet pass. Cataracts get away with it. Move it up through the middle. Here's Sims off the boards, leaves it for Parsons. Parsons throws it over to the far side, picked up over there by Dylan Coffey. His pass right to Lucas McKay. McKay shot it wide. Red Wings on it, threw it right through the crease and went by everybody and down the ice. Sims going back to get it. It's by Gale. Park trying to get to it. Whiffen reaches out. It's poked over the top of the goal. Goes into the corner. Fitzgerald for the Cataracts. He's got Drover out in front. Fitzgerald holding it. Takes it to the boards. Deer Lake player was knocked down, but the Red Wings come away with the puck pass just a little bit too far. And that'll be icing waved off. Play continues.
I think the linesman looked at Cantwell, and I think Cantwell might have held up a little bit, and because of that, he waved it off.
Here's May. Can't get it out. Cataracts have it back in their own end. Red Wings are changing. Up at the blue line. They are knocked down. That was Gale, Travis Gale. He went into the boards hard. He'll go to the bench. He fell a little awkwardly. Looks to be okay. That's tipped from their own side of center. This one should be icing, and it is. It comes with 17:54 left to go, first period. Cataracts a little bit of trouble in their own end in the early few minutes. Maybe a case of nerves.
Yeah, you're going up to the middle with the puck, George. You got to try to take the safe play out and go either boards left or right, not through the middle. Got away with one.
Mullet tips it out. Racing onto it. It's Campbell. He'll shoot it in around behind the Cataracts goal. It comes all the way back here to the right point. Cataracts have it inside their own blue line. Move it ahead. Here's Ethan Sims. He'll shoot it in, and he'll go into chase against Butt. Sims gets there first, comes up with the puck. Good job by Ethan Sims. Gets it in front. First shot there by the Cataracts. A good one by King. Save was made. It's Billy Clark in goal for the Red Wings.
Good save by Clark. Kicked that pad out. I like that.
Coffey fed it into the middle. That's picked off. Cataracts are changing.
You have a coffee on both teams, George. Double.
Sims didn't get it out. Kept in over there. That shot bounces in wide of the goal. Sims clears it to the corner. Jewer was on him. Sims gets the pass away. They'll move it up smartly on the right side. Parsons accepts the pass and gets it down in deep into Cataract territory. Puck bounces high in the air down in the corner. Wings are on it first. Left it behind the goal. Cataracts come up with it. Still can't get it out. Corey Brent hard off the boards. Just gets it out over the blue line. Here's Robinson. Drops it back for Oak. And an Oak on both teams too, by the way.
Okay. And a Sims.
Yeah, we have Sims on both teams.
Wow.
That's going to be easy.
And two Drovers on the one team. My goodness.
Cuts down on the number of names you've got to remember.
It's going to be a busy night for you, George. Pace pretty good to start off, George. Just 4 minutes in.
And a big crowd here tonight.
Huge crowd. I love it.
Great to see. The interest is back.
It definitely is.
Kept in by the Red Wings and behind the goal. On it first back there was Anderson. Puck squirts loose and away come the Cataracts. Whoops, a little bit of trouble there. Mayer lost his balance a little bit as he came out over the blue line. Red Wings come up with it. Anderson was all alone in front. Whiffen kept that out. Oak doesn't shoot it.
Everybody was puck watching.
Here's Robinson, a shot. That's blocked off high. Nice block that time by Jordan Mayer. And here is Mayer. Mayer in over the blue line. Step shot, hit the crossbar.
He thought it was a goal.
Hit the crossbar. And you see
He's celebrating and he's looking at the official.
And just after play, I looked over Billy Clark. He's still giving that crossbar a little bit of a rub back there. Thank you very much.
Great shot by Mayer.
Quick release. Just got in over the blue line and snapped it. They're going to call that icing.
That's a tough call there. Two guys are fighting for the puck. I think they're going to look here now. The official's going to ask the linesman. No, he's not.
Nope, they're going to bring it all the way back.
Yeah, that's one of those ones that you're on the green, you're disappointed. The red, you're elated. But going back to the Mayer shot, George, he was coming from his left to his right. Got the goaltender going the other way, and a great wrist shot. It's the crossbar.
Picking up a little bit down in the corner. A few checks being thrown.
Yeah, that's
good outlet pass. Here's May. He's got Fitzgerald with him. May over to Fitzgerald, and it's blocked by the defense. Had a chance to shoot it. Defenseman played it perfectly. Took the pass away. Another hit down in the corner. Carter Mullet. They'll drop it off. Cataracts need to get over. Shot on goal. Whiffen's got that and holds on. Two defensemen kind of got hung up here on the left side for just a moment.
Yeah, Mugford had gotten hit down in the corner. George, there's nothing to the hit. He went in a little bit of embellishment, come back down, had a little chop coming back to his forward, but was able to get back down on the 3-on-2. No stranger to the rough and tough stuff. Always a good guy to have on your team.
You mentioned Darren Langdon, the head coach of the Red Wings. His son, Drew, is out there playing for the Red Wings. His son, Brett, is a very good official.
Yes, that he is. He would have had to make a few calls on his dad over the years.
Sims gets it in over the blue line, delays, holds, shoots. A sharp angle, went just wide, kept in by Wicks. Wicks is a big guy back at the point for the Cataracts.
He's a big guy. When I looked at it, number 44, remind me a lot of Greg Hoff, George. Minus the beard.
Here's Langdon. His pass over. It comes right in front. Whiffen stayed with it.
It's going to be a slap. No, it's no slash.
Not going to call it. Red Wing player to stick knocked out of the hands. Play on, they say.
Okay, good. I like it.
Here's Brent. Around behind the goal, picking up on the far side was King. Back for Brent. Jewer looking in front. They get it to Jewer. One off his stick. Back in behind the goal. Cantwell holds it in. Oak gets to it in the corner for Deer Lake. Can't get it out. Vader's fanned on it, but he keeps it in. Brent in there looking for it. Comes up along the boards for Parsons for Deer Lake. Still kept in. Vader's with good reach. Knocked it down deep. He'll go into forecheck against Parsons. Parsons up along the boards. Gets past Coffey and down the ice. Travis Gale going back to get it. He'll take it from the goaltender. Giveaway. Park is on it, threw it in front. Cataracts come up with it off the glass and out. McKay out at center. Drops it back for Sims. And hit the referee. Sims stays with it. He had Drover all over him. Drover's got it. Couldn't get it out in front. Coming away with it is Isaiah Keynes down the ice. That misses everybody. And this will be icing, unlike the AAA that we've been doing the last few years. No hybrid icing in senior hockey.
And even with the icing, George, they're allowed to change.
Yep. So we have to get used to going back to the old rule.
Yeah, it's confusing enough for me when it was just one rule.
Maher in to take the face-off against Shears. Maher wins it cleanly. Right in front of the goal. Didn't get through to the goaltender. This is likely going to be icing once again against the Red Wings. 12:20 to go here in the first period. No score. Red Wings, Cataracts.
Clean face-off draw, George, and the right forward on the Cataract side of the ice just was trying to get the puck through. Defenseman come out and blocked out for the Red Wings and was able to keep that puck off to the side. No damage done.
Again, it'll be Maher and Shears. Maher wins it cleanly again. Drover with a shot that changed direction.
I think it went off the post.
Hit the outside of the post.
2 clean draws in a row. You're Darren Langdon over there. If there's another defensive face-off, you're changing your guy.
Kept in. Drover. It's onside. Tried to make the pass over. Maher looking for it. Drover's got it again.
Little hook.
Got away with a little hook there, yeah.
I think so.
And coming away with it, Shears. Taken away by Maher. Drops it back to the defense. Off the boards. Looking for Byrne. That shot in. That changed direction off the Cataract stick. Right in on goal. Drover plays it over as the Cataracts are changing. Fitzgerald gets knocked down by Butt on a good hit. Coffey.
It's offside.
If they bring it in. Coffey clears the zone so Parsons can go get it. Jeremy Drover. Trying to get it to Wicks. It comes over to Coffey for the Cataracts. Here's Fitzgerald. Got May with him. Tries to drop it back for May. Had a stick tied up. Langdon has it. Langdon turns. McKay leaves it for Butt. May takes a little bump. Langdon off the glass and out. Smart play just to clear the zone.
That's a tough play there.
Let's put wide. Nobody over here on this side for the Red Wings as they were changing. I'll allow Sims to get away. Sims down the left side. Weak shot in on goal. Clark handles that and holds on. We're down to 10:31 to go first period. Pretty evenly played game so far, Robert.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And I'm sure these guys are, a little nervous, particularly the Cataracts being back on home ice in the wall. They had a game last week over on the West Coast. But, you want to get the jitters out. You're looking at a very big crowd, so obviously that bodes well for you.
Gale's shot was tipped just wide by Oak. Here's Park. Park on it first for the Red Wings. He lost it in the corner. Good outlet. Sims off the boards, trying to get it to himself. Robinson, good position. Holds off Sims.
Robinson did a great job there without taking a penalty.
Sims shoots it in, heads to the bench. Puck goes high in the air. Turning and shooting it down the ice, and that is icing.
One of the things that I do like, George, is the way that both goaltenders have coming out and challenged shooters right away. And of course, we're used to seeing whiffing in the net. Clark, obviously, we haven't done many of these games, but looking at him, I like the way he comes out and challenges shooters. George, you're talking about a big crowd here. You know what's a good night when you look down the canteen? It's very, very crowded. And then you look up into the beer garden, it's more crowded.
Yeah, the empty seats you see are probably belonging to people who are down at the canteen or up in, as you say, in the beer garden.
This is a beautiful crowd.
McKay up at the blue line. They give it away. Kept in by Brent. Shot by Jewer. Clark's got that in the glove. Left-handed goaltender.
One of the things that the fans of Grand Falls Windsor are going to note is that some of these names will be familiar, and you see them around and what have you. Guys are working elsewhere, going to university, going to school, and so on and so forth. But over the next 2 to 3 weeks and a couple of times, you'll get familiar with these guys, and you'll come to enjoy it.
We were talking with some of the players in the pregame. We weren't sure who was actually going to be dressing tonight's game. We just had the roster lineup. Haven't seen either of the Hines brothers.
George, I never saw them in warm-up.
Nope, I guess they are not here. And haven't seen Ryan Penny, haven't seen Stephen Gillard. So Red Wings missing a few bodies here tonight.
Well, they got 9 bodies on the bench. They got 14 skaters, George.
Yeah, a little short-handed.
And put it this way, if Brandon particularly Brandon Hines on the ice, you're going to notice him because he's going to let go some great shots.
Pass across for Pierce, couldn't quite handle it. Back at the point, Marr. That one off of Parsons and out. Pass was intended for one of the Cataract players who was headed to the bench. Red Wings come up with here. Sims. To McKay.
It's got to be icing.
And once again, we've got another icing call. Down to 8:01 to go, first period.
George, one of the reasons why we're having so many of the icing calls, as a forward trying to make a pass, or even a D-man trying to make a pass from inside of your blue line, rink wide, to a guy who's not really open, that's a very, very tough play. And we got good ice here tonight, so of course it's going to be that much faster. But, there's not many forwards going to be able to corral that puck.
Yeah, the ice is holding up pretty good. It's warm here in Central today.
It certainly was.
12 degrees at puck drop for the 18th of November.
I hope it stays like that all winter.
And the ice just went down. Well, that went right through the crease here at the Joe this past week.
I like 12-degree winter days.
Yeah, I'll take them all the time. Long shot in on with.
Sorry about you skidooers. Snowmobilers, I should say. Peter Morris would have corrected me.
Fitzgerald, the backhand goes wide. Park will pick it up on the boards for Deer Lake. Brings it back behind his goal. Clark leaves it there for Jacob Oak. Over to Park. That's knocked down by Cantwell, and then he in turn had it taken away by Robinson. Fitzgerald couldn't get it out on the first try. Now it comes out. Sims backing up in his own end. It's tipped in as the Red Wings make a full change. Well, except for Sims. He'll stay out there. Another 4 change.
Young legs.
Kyle King, his shot off a stick, up high off the glass, but moves it out to the blue line. Good pass for Mullet. Just threw it to the wing, let Mullet run onto it. King from Oak. Sims staying with him, takes him to the boards. Oak in there looking for it. Puck comes loose and the Red Wings are away. Campbell just dumped it in. He wanted to make a line change.
Yeah, not sure why there on that one, but opportunity to go in and have a good shot.
Woo, look out there. Coffey with a shot over the top of the net. Just avoided the hit from Jewer.
But Jewer has to get a piece of him. Doesn't matter if you get him square, but you got to get a piece of him. Can't miss them all together. It's a nice little chip play there.
Off the stick of Brent. Corey Brent going down into the corner. Coming away with the puck, though, is Robinson. Gets it out. Lucas Robinson. You mentioned son of Mark Robinson. Right in front. Can't shoot it. Forced to the boards. Swing and a miss from a very sharp angle by Parsons.
I like the patience of Robinson there, though. George really held on to it.
Wicks, that took a funny bounce off the stanchion out to Drover. Drover all alone on the rush. Drover cutting in. Drover shoots. That hit.
I think that hit a crossbar as well, George.
Either the crossbar or the outside of the far post.
And went up and out of play.
Yeah, face-off will come outside.
Cody Drover, no stranger to scoring and making good shots, and that was, he had the goaltender coming back across, was able to get a good wrist shot away. But as the goaltender will tell you, I had it all the way. It hit the outside.
That's all I gave him.
That's it. That's enough.
Sims. Up through the middle. Gale has got it for the Cataracts. He'll backhand it in. Sims goes back to get it. Quickly across. Goes in behind the goal. Campbell in there looking for it. Comes loose in the corner. Back behind the Cataracts goal. Park has got it. Cataracts defenseman had lost his stick. Now he's got it, and enough of that, he says. Let's just get it down the ice.
He's a tired body, and he was looking for a stick, and they were getting beat down low on the forecheck, so no harm, no foul done when you release the puck like that. Get some fresh troops out there.
Yeah, it's not that big a deal now that you can change. So they get new players out there. McKay, a wrist shot off a stick up high, goes in behind the goal, tipped out in front and cleared away by the Cats. Sims going back to get it, the rolling puck, gets it to settle. Sims surveying the situation. It's the pass ahead, it's picked up over there by Canes. Canes threw it out in front, right in the skates of his teammate, and then went wide and cleared out. Robinson to McKay. That went off of Winter. Rolls down to Whiffen. He'll leave it there. Wicks. That was touched by Fitzgerald, so no icing. McKay back to get it. Puck comes out at center. Red Wings hop on it. Here's Cliff Mugford. Mugford winds up. Whiffen made the save. Didn't get a whole lot on that one. Out in the corner. Tyler Wicks in there. Comes up with the puck. Gets it ahead to Fitzgerald. Nick Fitzgerald in over the blue line. 1-on-3. Drops it for Coffey. Coffey with a chance.
Right down Broadway.
Clark came up with a big save. Coffey with another chance. Another save by Clark.
Two beautiful saves.
Long shot in. Clark's got that one too, and this one he's going to hold on to.
Yeah, a couple of shots was enough, he said. But it was a little bit of a turnover inside of the blue line. It came up and he was right able to go down, and Clark just came out, actually made 2 of those saves look relatively easy.
Parsons over on the left side to Coffey. Coffey threw it back at the point for McKay. McKay, wrist shot. That one off of Oak. Comes out the other side. It bounces around. Whiffen is down. And somehow he's got it. He was down lying on his stomach at the side of the goal, but came up with the puck.
Puck was bouncing just behind, and it was off on a kind of a strange angle, and he was able to jump back there to get it. There's been a couple of opportunities there, like the puck has been off to the side with empty nets, but the Red Wings weren't able to corral the puck and capitalize.
Rattles around, didn't get through to the goal. That one did. Whiffen held his ground. Another chance for Coffey. That one went wide. Back at the point, McKay holds it in.
Too many easy shots there now, George.
McKay again holds the line. Shot. Whiffen's got this, and
Going to need to
hangs on to it.
Going to need to get fresh troops out there now. Basically, the Cataracts in that particular ship were just defending, but it's all right to defend, but you still have to keep the skates going, and if you don't, then that means you're defending, you're looking the wrong way.
Marr behind his goal, twisting and turning, and steps out. Nice play.
Very nice play.
And then they turn it over. Pierce gave it away. Coffey brings it in. Coffey shoots. Whiffen shut the door. He was looking 5-hole.
That's a good play by both players, the forward and...
Coffey again scores. Just too many chances.
Yeah, that's the result, George, of the previous trying to get out of the zone. Marr made a really nice move down low, made the pass over, of course. They turned it back over, and then Whiffen had to make a fantastic save. And then, of course, the puck stayed in as the guys gone out. So if you look right here, there's nobody near George. Right here, boom.
Alone.
And,
Dylan Coffey's had 3 or 4 good chances in that shift.
Well, easily.
But that one.
It originated from the turnover just on the blue line. George Marr made a nice move down low, spun away from his check, made a nice pass. Forward never corralled it, and, of course, because of that, the D-man had also gone up. And then they were caught on a 3-on-1.
So 1-0 for the Red Wings. Just over a minute and a half to go, first period. Anderson to Park.
Red Wings goal scored by number 7, Dylan Coffey. Assist number 77, Luke Parsons on the goal. 18-16, Coffey from Parsons.
Luke Parsons gets the assist. There's Coffey for the Cataracts. Drops it back. Coffey's got it. Tried to feed it out in front. That's taken away. And back come the Red Wings. Offside. Anderson brought it in. 1 minute to go. 58.3 to be exact. McKay shoots it hard in around the boards. Anderson trying to get to it. He does and keeps it in. Meyer on it quickly. Moves it ahead for David Byrne. Into the middle for Drover. Here comes Cody Drover, 1-on-3. Drover snapshot. No trouble that time for Billy Clark.
I look at both coaches, George, and most coaches will tell you, the last minute of every period, you want to have your top guys out there, whether it's defensively or offensively. And Coach Gill's gone out here now with his number 1 line. Meyer, Byrne, and Drover. Cantwell and Gale on D.
Yeah, we didn't mention Andre Gill, head coach of the Cataracts this year.
Yes. No stranger to senior hockey.
Well, most people are familiar with that name.
And also with the assistant coach Paul Whelan. Played with the Cataracts for a number of years. Both him and his brother Andrew.
Yep.
2 Buckins natives. Had some really good formidable years with the Cataracts.
Gale just able to keep it onside. Did a good job. Gets it in around deep behind the goal. Byrne looking for it. Comes back at the point. That shot rattles around in front. Clark finds it and holds on. Good low shot by Scott Cantwell. Got it through to the goal.
A quick release. That's all you want to do is get that thing out. I was surprised that the referee, George, went down there. He'll usually let you get away with a cross check, but usually not 2 or 3 right in front of him. And that's exactly what he's saying to the player there now. He's saying, I gave you a bit of a break. Don't show me up anymore.
Just 1.7 seconds left. They drop the puck. The shot, just time for one last shot on goal. Clark makes another save as the period comes to an end. Robert, I got to tell you, really wasn't sure what to expect, and we talked about that in the pregame show.
Sure.
I got to say, I was pleased with what I saw out there. I thought it was entertaining hockey.
I thought so as well, George. There's no doubt about it. Familiarity obviously is something that we don't have right yet, but however, I really didn't know what to expect either. I knew, we're not going to have the fast-paced senior hockey that we had a number of years ago, and I had no preconceived notions about that, but I was very pleased with the structure of the game for both teams. Obviously, Deer Lake has been playing senior hockey for a number of years now that the Cataracts have been out. I really liked what I saw from them. I really liked the way that players were coming through the middle, first 2 or 3 shifts, everybody's got the jitters. You really don't know what to expect. And you can't tell me that you're not nervous because you are. Anytime you lace them up, it's like, George, don't matter how many rounds of golf you play when you get on the first tee, you're nervous. Let's call it spade a spade. Well, that's the same way here. You're in front of a crowd here of, I'm thinking 800 to 900 fans, and you got to be nervous, but I liked what I seen.
Yeah, I think for a lot of the Cataract players, first time they've played in front of any kind of crowd.
Well, besides family, friends.
Yeah, guys been playing like sort of intermediate hockey, and some of the guys played AAA and that, but nothing like this.
No.
But they seem to get that out of their system. I thought they played a pretty good first period. A little sloppy in their own end on that goal by Coffey, and they need to clean that up a little bit. But overall, I'd say that was a pretty good period of hockey. I think the fans enjoyed that. Yeah,
13, 11 shots on goal. I thought that Deer Lake might have had a bit of the edge in terms of the overall play. However, the Cataracts also had a post and a crossbar, or 2 crossbars, either way you want to call it. And, someone will say, well, gee, this could have been different, but it's not.
Yeah.
And, there's no doubt about it. They had, Cody Drover had a great shot there, and, of course, missing Sims coming through. 2 really good shots, but it's not or Mara, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Mara had that one off the crossbar.
Yeah. He actually thought it went underneath and hit the back bar, but I don't think so.
No, look from here like it just hit that crossbar and came out. Anyway, time to take a little break here. We are at the Joe Byrne Memorial Stadium, Central West Senior Hockey League action. The Cataracts are back with period number 2 in just a few minutes. We come back now for the start of the second period. 1-0. Deer Lake Red Wings leading Grand Falls Windsor Cataracts after the opening 20 minutes. Shots on goal in that first period, 13-11, favoring the Cataracts. Goal by Dylan Coffey for the Red Wings. Cataracts had a crossbar and a couple of goal posts, but you don't get any points for those.
No, you don't.
And I think, Robert, you looked out a minute ago and you said, seems to be a lot of water on the ice after the flood. And you said, maybe they're going to hold the game a minute. And that seems to be exactly what they're going to do.
Yeah, it's one of the things that we have in this building quite frequently, George. And it's the other side of it. You know, you had already alluded to it, that it's very warm outside today. Like, I looked at the ice the first period. It looked absolutely awesome and nice and bright. And the lines, we don't get to see it very often. But because of that and the warm temps, and a full house, takes a couple of extra minutes for the flood to freeze. I don't know why they just don't hold the players back for a couple more minutes.
Yeah, looks like we're going to be a couple of minutes. Still see
it's
a few pools out there. We commented.
They're not out with the squeegees,
No,
but
in the first period, that the ice was actually pretty good here.
Yeah, I agree.
In the first period for such a mild day, and the ice just going down, but a little bit of extra water put on between periods. As the old saying goes, we got to wait for the ice to freeze.
Wait for the ice to freeze. That's a good one. I like it.
And the referee says okay.
Yeah, I think he might have had his patience. Might have said that's enough.
Let's get it going. Okay, here we go. Team's called to center ice. And we are underway here in period number 2. Scott Cantwell shoots it in for the Cataracts. McKay off the glass, just avoids a hit. Puck comes loose right in front. Looking for it was Drover. There's Cody Drover. He gets hit in along the boards. Good check there. Puck comes back at the point, kept in. There's Travis Gale back behind the goal for Drover. Drover trying to get free. He's got it now in the corner. Here's Cody Drover having a look around. Back at the point. Gale had a chance to shoot it.
A little hesitation. I don't know if he thought that he didn't have a shooting lane, but you got to try to find a way to get it through.
Maher drops it back for Byrne. Byrne with a shot. Good blocker save made. Puck comes out in front.
That was a good shot. I really liked the way that Maher looked at him and waited. Teed it up for him nicely.
Coffey, his shot kicked away by Whiffen. Coffey's on the rebound. Plays it behind the goal. Gale is there. Threw it right out in front of his own goal. Kept in by the Red Wings. Parsons, that shot went off a leg. Burns got it. Byrne off the glass and out. Oak for Robinson. Robinson's got to back up to get it. Cataracts will change. Picked off by Gale. Gale passed just into the skates of his teammate. Quick turnaround by the Red Wings. Shot by Anderson. Knocked down by Whiffen. That's put in wide of the goal. Kane's on it first. Back in behind the goal for Anderson. Comes out in front. Nobody there. Finally the Cataracts get to it. And they'll clear it. Taken smartly by Pierce. Pierce in over the blue line. Pierce fed it in front for Fitzgerald. Backhand went just wide. May back for Fitzgerald. Tried to feed it out in front. Fitzgerald's got it again. Tries the wraparound. Scores!
Persistence pays off, George.
Nick Fitzgerald.
Yeah, he was down low. George, he had a original shot. Stayed with the puck. The puck came back to him. Short side. Not sure how it got in, but it doesn't matter. See, the puck comes around the boards. George, he comes out around, tries to wrap around. The goaltender makes a nice play on it. And the second effort puts it up and over the blocker and the pad. We're tied apiece. 1 each.
All right, so the first goal at home for this season for the Cataracts. Nick Fitzgerald. Here come the Cataracts again. May trying to break in, drops it back at the point. Pierce with a shot that changed direction, didn't get through to the goal. And back comes Campbell. Campbell dancing in. Down in the corner. With some speed, got it to the side of the goal. But with a shot, Whiffen's got it and Didn't really have a hold of it, but long enough to get a whistle.
What happened, George? The referee is on the other side of the body and can't see the puck. Whiffen never did have it. He made a nice block on it, hit his chest, came down his glove and rolled around.
Nick Fitzgerald from Gander scores the Cataracts' first goal. Robinson across for Oak.
Nice pass.
Oak gains the blue line. Just slides it in, and Whiffen's going to hold that with the Red Wing player right there on his doorstep.
Like the way the Drover came up, made a good check on Oak on the Red Wings there, and they're having a couple of kind words with each other. I like this. Cataracts won his faceoff and lost possession of the puck. Good shot away by Parsons.
Robinson with a shot. That's right into the mitt of Whiffen.
A little quicker changes here now, George. They might have a bit to do with the ice as well. You also got to realize that here in the Joel Burns, one of the old retro arenas where you actually have the benches on opposite ends, or excuse me, opposite sides, and therefore you have a long change here in the second period.
That one off a leg, comes out towards the point, comes to the near boards. Vaders plays it back. They try to
Might
give
be
it
a
back
little
to
skirmish
Vaders.
here now.
See something out there?
Yeah, Corey Brenton is defensive guy. They're going to have a little chit chat here for a couple of seconds, I think.
Brenton McKay, I believe it was. Brandon Jewer bringing it in. He gets knocked down by McKay. Gale dumps it in. Cataracts are changing. Cantwell to Vaders. To avoid his own man at the blue line. Off the boards. Cody Drover trying to get to it. Sims got back there first into the middle of Coffey. Coffey for Langdon. Langdon takes it off his skate smartly. Tried to drop it back. That was broken up on a nice play by Jordan Murr.
He read that well.
Here's Murr. He'll wait. That pass missed Byrne. Gale has it. This side for Cantwell, who takes it off the boards. Dumped in by Canes. Cantwell back to get it. Puck comes off the boards and Marr's away. Here's Jordan Marr. Anderson's all over him. Marr, little delay, then shoots it in deep. Come out. Pierce. Back to Wicks. Cataracts bring it in over the blue line. Drover with a shot that just went wide.
Great individual effort there by Drover. Thought he was going to pass it, then I thought he was going to shoot it. Made an in and out move and had a better shot.
That's knocked down. Red Wings continue on. Park has it. Park trying to cut in front. Knocked off his stick. Pierce gets it out.
Good poke check there by Wicks. Looked like he was beat.
Canes a swing and a miss. He's going to head to the bench. Pierce has got it. Red Wings changing. Long pass up ahead. Tipped in by Fitzgerald. May in on the forecheck. Carter Mullet. Mugford with a burst of speed through the middle. He's taken out along the boards. Cataracts come up with the puck.
It's 2 slashes.
Mugford and Wicks.
Wicks, just made a nice check on him, took him out of play, and Mugford came back with the stick immediately. Not sure why. There was nothing untoward with the check, and he gave Wicks a slash. Wicks gave him back a slash. I think he's going to call both players. If not, I'll be surprised.
No, he's definitely calling both. I'm not sure if they'll offset the slash each.
I'm not quite sure what Mugford's getting upset over. Wicks he took him out of the play just as a defenseman would do on every shift.
Mugford went to the penalty box.
That's a bad call.
What are we playing here?
Well, you're getting the retaliation.
We've got a power play
Yeah, like that's
for the Red Wings.
that's a really bad call. There's no other way to say it. It's a bad call.
It's our first power play of the game. Yeah, Mugford went to the penalty box. He thought he was getting a penalty, and then
Well,
referee went over and said, nope, come back out.
I watched the entire play, and the official who was furthest away from it made the call. And I actually thought it was going to be a slash on both players. Retaliation.
But it's 5-on-4 for the Red Wings. Finally get the puck dropped, and it's kept in by the Wings. Sims. He's got McKay with him up at the blue line. Scores! I'm not sure what's going on. They just announced offsetting penalties, but it's not. It was a 5-on-4 power play.
Yeah,
And the Red Wings score. Lots of confusion. Here we go, Robert. Let's take a look.
this is just a nice face-off win. Gets back to the D-man. You just watch George. Not trying to do anything fancy with it. You see the Cataracts got a pretty good tight box here. Goes from right D over to the left and putting it in. Goaltender. I'm still befuddled by the call because they had actually announced offsetting Moners for slashing. Mugford was on the players' bench, and it was a power play goal.
It is a power play goal. Steven Sims. I don't think it changed direction. I don't think anybody else touched it. I think this goaltender was screaming right between the pads. So 2-1 now for the Red Wings on that power play goal. That was knocked down by Oak. Neil Oak turning for the Cataracts off the boards. Tipped in by King and cleared out. That went off the referee's skate. Cantwell swings it across, up ahead, pass just a little bit in behind the Cataracts player. Got a piece of it, no icing. Off the glass and out. It's Kyle King. King turns back to Winter. Winter turns and backhands it down into the Red Wings' hand. Clark throws it around the boards. There's Anderson. His shot stopped by Whiffen.
And that's a pinch over there on the weak side, or excuse me, on the strong side, where Gale's got to decide to stay back on that one. He goes in. He's in a tough spot anyway with two green jerseys there. And he's pulled back outside the blue line. And because of the fact that he went in, created a little bit of a 2-on-1 on the other half of the ice.
Jeremy Drover to Winter. Back to Drover. He was covered. Comes up to Vaders. Cross ice pass picked off by Park. Park backhands it in. Winter with it.
Parsons gets credit for the goal in front of the net. Sims gets the assist.
Okay, it was deflected. That came right out in front. I don't think Clark really saw it. It hit his right leg, and
He was looking the other way.
it went in the right direction for him out in front instead of going in behind. Jewer trying to get to it. Sims is there. Jewer in there forechecking. McKay with it for the Red Wings. Mugford. His shot. That's grabbed out of the air by Whiffen. He'll hold on to it. 12-13 to go. Second period. 2-1 favoring the Deer Lake Red Wings.
Yeah, it's a power play goal either way you cut it. And officials will always tell you, oftentimes the retaliator is the one who gets penalized. Coaches will always tell you, just be consistent.
Right from the faceoff shot went wide. Racing onto it is Drover. That'll come out. Coffey fed it into the middle. Drover comes back, picks that off. Good pass for Byrne. Byrne down the right side, in over the blue line. Stops up along the boards. Threw it right in front for Drover. Had his stick tied up. Got it in front. Byrne with a chance. Rebound is there. They score.
Just a nice play down low, George. Give the great outlet pass. Comes out to Byrne early on the blue line. He gives a really good pass to Cody Drover, who tries to get a shot away. Was defended on hard. Comes right back to him. Second effort. These 2 goals that the Cataracts have scored as a result of persistence and second effort.
Great
Watch
job
Byrne
by-
coming late here. The goaltender makes the first save and then is loose. He puts it in the back door.
What a great job by Drover. I was saying over in that left side to outmuscle his man to get that puck
He-
in front.
He went to the inside position, which is what you teach a guy to do, and he got rewarded.
All right, so we're tied again. Now at 2. Quick response by the Cataracts. David Byrne with a goal. Comes out. Wicks has it. Ahead for Drover. He lost it. McKay looking for it. Drover gets it to Marr. Drover had it knocked off his stick. That missed everybody, and that will be icing against the Cataracts.
So we're knotted up at a couple again. Pace is pretty good here, George. We talked about in our pre-game, and even after first intermission, we talked about not knowing what to expect. Entertaining thus far.
Cantwell couldn't get it out, but with a shot. That was labeled for that top corner. Whiff and saw it at the last second, got the blocker on it.
David Byrne. Assist number 11, Cody Gruber. And number 44, Tyler Wicks. On the goal, 8:13. Byrne, Drover, and Wicks at 8:13.
Butt pinched in, he lost it, and here comes May. May waiting for Fitzgerald to catch up to the trailer. Coffey, his backhand is stopped by Clark. From a sharp angle, it comes through the side of the goal. Clark's got it, holds on, and now we've got a bit of a scrum. A couple of players lost their helmets, or at least one.
A couple almost lost their head.
Josh Shears.
That was a battle. Some big boys out there as well.
Yeah, both teams have got some big players.
They certainly do. Coffey for the Cataracts here, number 41. He's a big lad, as well as Gale here on left D.
And it comes to Gale. Gale with a shot that was blocked. Coffey put it wide. May behind the net. Fitzgerald trying to jam it in. He'll try it again from that side. Clark keeps it out and holds on.
It's a good battle down low. Deerlick got caught puck watching in, George, and in front of the net. They had nobody here. Goaltender Clark had to come up with 2 big saves. Looked like it was going to be an empty net on the side, but he closed the door in a hurry. Twice the Cataracts have tried to wrap around on the side, and him being a left-handed goaltender, the stick is there, and of course it's not as easy to get through. 2 face-offs wins in a row the same way.
Gale keeps it in. Fitzgerald looking for it behind the goal. Nick Fitzgerald's had an impressive game for the Cataracts. Got himself a goal, but he's also in on a number of plays. That went off a skate high in the air. It hit the mesh down in the corner to our right. Face-off will stay in the Red Wings' end. Red Wings control it off the face-off. McKay up for Anderson. A little bit too far for him. Kane's got to it. Dumps it in. Kane's gets to it himself first. Threw it out into the slot. Back at the point. McKay steps up. McKay with a shot over the top of the goal. Sims back at the left point. His shot off his skate down into the corner. Cataracts get to it. They get it out. King drops it back for Ethan Sims. Sims working against McKay. Sims puts it in wide of the goal. King looking for it. Anderson comes up with it for the Red Wings. Back at the point, kept in Jeremy Drover. Down into the corner. They feed it right in front. Here's a chance that's put just wide. Great opportunity there for Ethan Sims. Drover. For Oak. Finds Sims. Sims couldn't get free. The puck is cleared. Now Pearson's got to hustle. Parsons gets to it first. Plays it behind the goal. Langdon in there looking for it. Parsons has got it. Parsons circling. Red Wings changing. Right through the crease it comes to the near boards. McKay back at the point. Coffey, long wrist shot. Rebound is there. It's still loose. They score.
Just too easy. But the bottom line is, George, the goaltender, it's an easy shot. He gives up the rebound. Just looks like he's trying to block it, which he does. However, it's a rebound's free there, and the Red Wings bang away at it twice. And, of course, it's you look at right here.
Yeah, Parsons standing there just has to tap that one in.
Cataracts, you can look at two of their numbers. You can see numbers from this position. You know that is not good.
Well, back and forth we go. 3-2 now for the Red Wings. Here's a giveaway. Here's Parsons again, all alone in front. Shot it wide. Ooh. Great opportunity there for the Red Wings. Here's Butt. Set it in front, went off a skate into the corner. Parsons has got it again. Drew Langdon picks up the assist on the Parsons goal. Another chance. Coffey with a shot.
Great block shot there by Michael Brent. Excuse me, Corey Brent. Sacrifice the body, get the skates out there in front. And, of course, the last two shifts now, the Cataracts been on their heels after having a great goal down on the side. But their last two shifts, they've been dominated.
Shears in to take the face-off for the Red Wings against Maher. Maher wins it back into the corner, but the Red Wings jump on it. Leave it behind the goal. Maher goes back to get it. Maher turns on a dime. Up ahead for Byrne. Byrne trying to feed it through the middle for Drover. McKay picked that off. McKay backhands it in. Maher knocks down Shears. Gets the puck up along the boards to Byrne. Byrne gets it out. Drover lost it. Mugford working against Gale. Mugford and Gale. Maher. Jordan Maher working against Steven Sims. Beats Sims. Maher shoots. Scores. Oh, wow, what a goal.
What a fantastic move, George. That is as good a move as you're going to see on a great defenseman.
He's one of the best defensemen in senior hockey for a number of years.
Wow.
And Maher went right around him.
That's
had unbelievable.
And not only, George, he didn't look like he had anything. He went to the outside, brought it back to the inside, put it through his legs, undressed Steven Sims. Watch this move. Boom.
Wow.
And then in here and lights
Maher
out.
down. Wow.
Wow. That will get your fans up. That's as good a goal as you're going to see in a long time. That was fantastic. We go back and forth again.
Number 10, Jordan Maher, unassisted. Time of goal, 12-14. Maher, unassisted at 12-14.
Oak long shot in. Clark shot it, holds on. Wow, we kind of catch our breath after that one.
Wow. You know, you're looking at a right-handed shooter going down the left-hand board. So, yeah, he has a little. And I actually thought that he was just going to try to shoot it through his legs. Puts it through the legs, brings it back the other side. And, of course, Steven Sims is looking around now saying, oh, my.
Jeremy Drover drops it back. Up through the middle. May. A nice play. Fitzgerald got it ahead. Cataracts bringing in. May with a shot. Pass was a little bit behind him. He had to reach back, so he can get a lot on the shot. Cataracts stay on it. That went right through the crease. Park jumps on it for the Red Wings. Park gains the blue line. Working against Winter.
Good job by Winter there to take away his ice.
They hold it against the boards. Referee has had enough. Blows the whistle. We're down to 6:52. Go here in the second period. We are knotted up at 3.
Yeah, we've had some back and forth here. Great scoring opportunities by both teams and some really good goals by both teams.
Pierce lugging it out on a good rush. Fed it right in front, just missing it was Oak. Langdon to the empty corner up along the boards. Over the head of Coffey. Not going to be icing. Wicks hard around the boards. Kept in. Langdon to Parsons.
Oak has got to find a way to get to that puck.
That one off his skate. King racing after it. Clark coming out. Clark plays it to the boards. Oak is on it. Clark's got to hustle back. He does.
The stick gone.
Stick broke. Unfortunate there.
He needs to get to the bench to get one.
For
No
Pierce.
good to with a twig.
He's got himself a new stick. And Coffey steps around him. Here's Coffey with a shot. That hit whiffing right in the cage.
I think so.
No doubt about
After
it.
taking a couple up there.
Sims keeps it in, down in the corner. Right in front for Langdon. Langdon was down. That's another one off the face mask.
I think so, again.
Tyler Whiffen using his head out there. That'll be icing. Oh, come on. That was obvious.
Yeah, that was a double header.
Oh,
Wow.
make it stop.
Deer Lake Red Wings must have thought that they were in pregame warm-up because they whacked two off of the goaltender's head there then, and he's dressed in semi Deer Lake Red Wings gear with the red pants and the red and white pads. Maybe they thought it was pregame.
He played with the Red Wings last year.
He did. Played well. Continues to play well.
When he played in the Southern Shore Arena, the fans serenaded him with the chant of AJ's better.
I'm sure they've heard that a number of
Oh,
times.
yeah. Yeah. It was one of those ones that's not.
As Paul Glavine says to me many a time, he said, "Is not what they're saying if they're talking about you is good."
Yep, they don't talk about you. You're not good.
True.
It's like players getting booed in arenas. You know, they don't boo bad players.
No.
The,
No, you're right.
the home team does not boo bad players on the other team. If you're getting booed, you know you're good. Now, if you're getting booed by your home team, that's a whole
That could
other.
that's another ball game altogether.
Yeah. Sims backhands it in. About 4.5 to go here in the second period. A highly entertaining hockey game. It's Cantwell. Plays it across. A nice little delay. It's Gale. Couldn't get it deep. It comes out now. Cantwell's got a bit of room. Cantwell makes the pass. Shot. Clark stayed right with him.
Not sure where that went. What a beautiful pass by Scotty Cantwell coming down off the D-man position.
Yeah, that was Vader's recipient of that pass. Had the chance. Long stretch pass. That's going to miss everybody, and that'll be icing against the Red Wings.
Yeah, it was a turnover. Scotty Cantwell stepped up in the neutral zone there, and he had an opportunity to shoot the puck, but chose better. D-man did a really good job of taking him. He dished it off to Vader's on the left side, and Vader shot it high and wide.
McKay gets it behind the goal and quickly move it up. Flipped high in the air out at center. Park had to go between his skates. Goes back, gets it, shoots it in. Whiffen leaves it there for Drover.
A rugby scrum.
I'll pile in there. Puck comes loose here to the near boards. Red Wing player goes down. Fed across. Park, nice delay. His shot though went off a stick up high. Got the defenseman to bite, but couldn't get the puck past him. Here's Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald. Down in behind the goal. Push to the boards. Get it out in front. Comes to the side of the net. Bouncing around. Can't get a shot through. Fitzgerald's got it again. Back at the point. Pierce, his shot. That does get through. It's loose in front. They bang away at it.
Oh,
and it
empty net.
goes wide. What a chance. And this one cleared down the ice. And this will be icing.
Empty net over on the left side, and the puck was just laying there. May had a great opportunity. Wasn't able to get the stick on it.
I tell you, Nick Fitzgerald continues to impress for the Cataracts in this game.
Like the way he handles the puck, George. And in tight quarters, he's really good.
No panic in his game. Pierce, the left point. Knocked down. Got to get back.
Trouble.
Got away with one, I think. Icing.
That's one as a D-man. You have to be so confident trying to get that puck through. And if that option is not there, take the safe play in the corner. That'll never hurt you.
It's almost a breakaway for the Red Wings. Come out to center. Coffey relays it ahead for Parsons. Parsons stops along the boards. Back down for Coffey. Broken up nicely by Wicks. He'll get it out. Sims. And Langdon. Back for Robinson. To Parsons. Good passing there by the Red Wings. Parsons towards the goal. That got through. That got through all that traffic in front. Liffen had to make the save.
I like Parsons' game. He's very, very patient with the puck. Does a lot of good things.
It goes up into the mesh. Down to 2:13 to go, second period. Both teams will make some changes. Cataracts wholesale change. Got Gale and Drover right there. Scott Cantwell, Byrne, and Marr. Somehow, Marr won that faceoff.
Yeah, was able to get. He was being tackled basically.
Yeah, reached through one hand on the stick and poked it to a teammate.
He did. Made a nice pass actually.
There's Sims up for Coffey. Off the stick of Parsons, down into the corner. He got a piece of it. Racing onto it. Langdon will get there first. Fed it in front. Nobody home. Cataracts pick it up and head the other way. Here's Marr. Marr defeated in front, looking for it. Sims took it away. Back at the point, Cantwell knocked off his stick. Gale hustling back, and again it'll be icing against the Red Wings. Cataracts coming on a little bit.
Yeah, well, you got their number one unit back out there now after a really nice goal earlier, but when you have Marr and Byrne and Cody Drover, those are, two formidable players, and you turn pucks over is key, particularly late in games and or periods. You got to try to, protect the puck as best you can.
Again, Marr won that cleanly.
Cleanly,
He
yeah.
got past Cantwell, though, but boy, he just won that absolutely cleanly. That's, what, third, fourth time
Yeah,
this
and
game?
I think that it surprised Drover. It looked like that was coming in his direction, just didn't react quick enough.
There's Cantwell. Gets to center, shoots it in. Just wide of the goal. Robinson off the boards. That came out. Gale has it, turns, shoots it back in. Clark leaves it there for Oak. Over the other side, comes back to the point, kept in. Gale with a shot towards the goal. It hit somebody up towards the blue line. I believe it went off Canes. Kept in. Byrne pushed to the boards. Red Wings jump on it. Anderson. Canes is trailing. Anderson takes it behind the goal for Canes. Scores!
And that's a turnover. David Byrne up here high on the blue line, George. He hesitated before he shot the puck. Murray was down low, and I could hear him calling for the puck, and he waited. And they had gone out there at a minute 45 seconds. So basically, you're right there over a minute. And then it's a 3-on-1 if you look there, 3-on-2. Plays it well, comes to the late guy. And you can see Cataracts, 3 guys coming back. Legs are spread apart, means you're gliding, you're not skating hard, and of course it results in a goal and back in the net. 43 seconds in the period. But David Byrne had an opportunity high on the blue line to get it down low, and he never. Then on the second attempt, he fanned on it.
You could just see Canes, as he was trailing, the ice just opened up in front of him, and
yeah,
nice job by Parsons. Take it in deep, and then made everybody follow him, and then threw it out in front. Canes was all alone.
That's icing.
It is with 25 seconds to go.
And those are tough goals, particularly late in the period. And you go back to the first one the same way, right? And especially the Cataracts had just come back. But it's one of those things you live and learn, and it's going to be a battle, I think, right to the very end. Shots are quite even, 24-23, and scores reflective of that as well, 4-3.
Red Wings get it out. Knocked down by Langdon. Langdon working against Pierce, gets to the backhand, didn't miss by a whole lot.
Great move by Langdon, then taking it to his backhand and got a good shot away.
4 seconds. Coffey tried to shoot it, lost it, went off the heel of his stick, and the buzzer goes. So we end the second period similar to how we ended the first, with the Red Wings up by 1, 4-3. They lead it after 2 periods of play, and it's been a fun game.
It certainly has. It's been fun. It's been entertaining. We've had some good goals, some good saves, some good battles in front of the net and in the corners. So it's everything I think that the fans would have wanted.
Yeah, it's been good in front of this big crowd, and yeah, we have seen some highlight goals. That one by Jordan Marr was something else.
It was spectacular.
But the Red Wings do lead it 4-3. We've got 20 minutes at least left to play. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back with period number 3. You're watching Central West Senior Hockey League action. I had to get the name of the league right again.
That's an easy one, isn't it?
Central West Senior Hockey League action here from the Joe Byrne Memorial. Let's take a break. We're on AO.live. And we're back for the start of period number 3. Red Wings lead it by a score of 4-3 with a goal late in that second period by Isaiah Keynes. There's Coffey. Drops it back. Parsons with a shot. Parsons trying to work it towards the goal. They score!
Wow. George,
Oh,
you gave up a late one, and now you give up an early one. 43 seconds in the second, 15 in the third. Those are tough.
yeah.
Those are tough.
There's 2 goals in a minute either side of the period. Let's take a look.
Just a little chip play here on the blue line. You see it coming late guy every time you look at quick release. Got blocked in front of the net, and then, of course, Robinson,
I think that was Drew Langdon over at the left who
picks up his own rebound, puts it in the back of the net. Another 2-goal lead.
a tough one there for the Cataracts to give up. A good goal for the Red Wings.
Definitely.
Score early in a period like that, as you mentioned, late in the second, early in the third. Tough ones to deal with. Cantwell. Set ahead for Byrne. The pass hit Maher in the back. Byrne following up on it. Drover holds it, shoots. That didn't miss by a lot. Coffey. That pass picked off. Langdon's got it. To Coffey. Coffey in over the blue line. Drags it back, shoots it. That went off of Whiffen, up and out of play.
Parsons been in a lot of goals tonight, George. I like the way he handles the puck. He's really patient with the puck, but he's also a good finisher as well as a passer.
Face off to the right of Tyler Whiffen in goal for the Cataracts.
Here they go. Third, scored by number 77, Lou Parsons.
Well, they're saying Parsons got the goal.
Yeah, Parsons shot at George, came back to him, and basically it was an empty netter.
Okay, I thought it was Langdon over on the left who put it home, but nope. Parsons got to it himself. Well spotted. In front, here's a chance. Backhand is blocked by the defenseman Oak. And it's dumped in. Park trying to get in on the forecheck. He does get there first. May took it away from him. May lugs it out to Fitzgerald in over the blue line. Drops it for May on a great pass. Tried to give it back, and pass went in behind Fitzgerald. May got a piece of it, so no icing. Nice move down there by McKay to get himself free, but then gave it away. Got it back. Lucas McKay up through the middle to Mugford. Mugford with a shot. That one off the defenseman Wicks. Behind the goal. Comes free. Cataracts have it. Kyle King down the left side. King with a shot. That was well wide of the mark. Pass for Mullet. Mullet getting away down the right, working against Wicks. Shot goes wide, goes to the far boards. Cataracts get a stick to it, clear it out. Coffey shoots it right back in, but that goes up and out of play. They're going to bring the face-off just outside the Deer Lake blue line.
See Mullet skating by the referee down there, and I'm sure he's asking him how come that wasn't a slash coming on off of Wicks. Gave him a little bit of a one-hander against the stick. We've seen a lot of those called before, but George, we haven't seen much called tonight in the way stick work at all, which is, I kind of like it.
Just the one penalty in the game.
Yeah, slashing call.
Resulted in a goal for the Red Wings. Coffey stopped inside the blue line. King couldn't get free. Parsons has got it. Pushed to the boards by King. Puck comes loose. There's Jeremy Drover. Sims is saying he got a piece of it, but the referee says no, you didn't, or the linesman at least.
Parsons is complaining because he had his stick taken away from him, but the stick was caught up in another guy, and of course, when you let go of the stick, you look around thinking there's going to be a penalty call. It's a quick shift change here. Last change being available by the Cataracts, and Coach Gill comes back out with his number 1 unit.
Maher against Park. Park wins this one. Cantwell lifts it out at center. Drover waiting for it there. Drover holding it. plays it in. We'll go into Chase Robinson. Rubbed him out of the play.
Check your tickets for the 3 dozen beer. Winning number 79424.
Right out in front, one off. Drover went wide. It'll be kept in by Gale. Drover leaves it back there.
It's going to be a penalty in front of the net, George. It's going to be an interference call.
Somehow, Clark made that save.
I don't know if Clark did or if he even hit Byrne in there, George. But either way, it didn't go in the net.
I think Clark stopped it. I really
Okay.
do. I don't know how.
No.
He was lying down. He had a Cataract player in behind him.
Yeah, David Byrne was going to the net, and it was a clear interference penalty. But not only was it interference, he went in the net. He couldn't get back out of the net.
So Cataracts with a power play, trailing by 2. 16:30 to go, third period. Maher to take the face-off. Langdon won that. Sims gets it to McKay. McKay gets it out. Short-handed. Coffey turns, dumps it in. Whiffin.
Oh.
Trouble with that. That was offside. The linesman's arm went up. Whistle went.
Okay, missed that.
It was an offside. Little break there for the Cataracts as Whiffin mishandled it.
Yeah, that was a fluttering puck was up in the air, and he went to glove it with his palm facing down, and the puck is one of those ones is like, you put your glove up.
Yeah. You got the glove turned the wrong way a little bit, but got away with it.
Yeah.
Here's Maher winding up. Maher gets stood up by Coffey.
Yeah, he had no room there, Maher needs to move that puck up. He's going to turn it over.
Here's Maher again. Drops it back for Wicks. Minute 30 to go in the power play. Nothing yet for the Cataracts, and they turn it over at their own blue line. Almost another penalty. Nothing called. Looked like a pretty good hook.
Yeah, he got it into him. Ice is horrible down to our right. So much water here.
Drover trying to do it himself. Drover does get in, got a shot away. Cody Drover.
It's no good to put your hands up. That's just not going to do it. You don't get the call, just get back in the play. If not, get off.
Dumped in. 45 seconds to go in the power play. Park picked that off. Red Wings doing a great job. Here's Canes down in the corner. Finally it comes loose.
Cataracts
30
never
seconds to go.
established any zone time, George.
Here's Maher. Get it in over the blue line. Stop. Have a look around. Down into the corner. Drover. No, sorry. That's out
Beautiful
in
pass.
front. They score.
That's
A
a beautiful
mixed up as
pass.
to who was who.
Maher gives it down, and we see, not sure if it was Sims coming off the late guy coming off. I think it might have been George. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Ethan Sims.
29, Ethan Sims. Let's have a look at it.
Maher's out at the end of his shift and stays out there. He does a good job on the boards here. Makes a nice pass down low. And you watch coming around the net, you see Ethan Sims calling for the puck, and he's wide open. Puts it in the back of the net.
We're back to a one-goal game. Five to 4. Red Wings had done a great job killing the penalty right up to that point.
Next goal, scored by number 45, Nick Fitzgerald.
Saying Fitzgerald, but no, that was we see on the replay. That was Sims. We may get that fixed. And here's Sims again. Sims with a chance.
That's the other Sims.
Robinson laid out and blocked it. He tried to get it in front, taken away by Langdon. Forced back by Coffey. And the Cataracts get it. Tipped right in front of. Great save by Clark on the redirect, as he had to be quick.
It's going back and forth. There's no question about it.
It's a good one. Great chance for coffee a second ago as he got that redirect in front of Clark, and Clark with very quick reflexes. Got the glove on it, kept it out. Yeah,
Wow, not quite sure. He was.
one linesman waved it off, the other one blew the whistle.
I thought he had the red line, but it was actually Sims waited and waited. But anyway, it looks like it's going to come all the way back for icing. Quite surprised why the Deer Lake benches.
Yeah, well, they are. Darren
Oh,
Lang
they
is
are.
saying like the linesman waved it off. When he dumped it in, I knew it was close to the red line, so I looked over
It was.
at the back lines, and he waved it off.
He did. Which means if the back linesman waves it off, there is no icing.
Yeah, the other linesman blew the whistle, and here we are with the face-off down in the Red Wings end, and yeah, Red Wings were not happy about it. Here's
Well,
a
they
chance,
won't be
another
happy if they
chance.
score.
Whoa, big time save by Clark, his best of the game.
Too phenomenal.
Billy Clark doing a great job. Yeah, it looked like that might have been a tie game right there.
You would have seen a very upset Deer Lake Red Wing bench at that time, and rightly so.
Yeah, resulting from that disputed icing call. Now this one is not disputed. It's icing against the Cataracts.
Clark made a fantastic save, George, and it was an empty net.
We're getting the correction on that last goal. They initially gave it to Fitzgerald, but it was Sims.
Sims coming off the weak side, left-handed shooter on the right-hand side. Great shot up and over the goaltender's blocker.
Face-off win for the Red Wings. Right on goal. Another one in the mask of. And
I think his strap came off.
Yeah,
it
he
did.
immediately waved at the referee. He's got some issues. That's the third time.
At least.
He got hit right. Yeah, at least three right in the cage.
I like the way he signaled, and of course the officials blew it down immediately. But George, we've last couple of years had the pleasure of watching young Ethan Sims play AAA midget hockey, under 18, and he was a very good player in that league, and you could see that he understands the game. He's been coached well. He understands both sides of the puck, and he's a good finisher.
And we know he can skate.
Well, without a doubt. And I think before the season is much further in, you'll see him probably move up to the number one line. He's a very good player and very gifted offensively, but he's also good defensively.
Coaches like that.
Oh, they do.
There's Cody Drover. Couldn't get himself free. Puck is cleared out. Jeremy Drover looking for a burn. He was tied up over there by McKay. Drover looking for a burn. Back of the point, it'll come out. Drover over to an open wing. Byrne picks it up. Byrne, that went off a skate. It comes out. Wicks has to wait. He'll turn, shoot it. Right on Clark. I think Clark thought he had a hold of it and dropped it. Now he's having a look at his mitt. Fitzgerald through the middle. Fitzgerald with some speed. Shot. Good right pad save made by Clark. Goes the other side. Coffey will pick it up there for the Red Wings and clear it. Cantwell up through the middle. There's a hit there by Parsons after the puck had gone. There's Fitzgerald. Yeah, things picking up a little bit here. That goes in wide of the goal. Gale pinching in. Doesn't get it deep, but puck comes back to him. Now Gale has got it. Try to feed it across, and that will allow the Red Wings to come out. That shot.
Cataracts
by
got tired
Sims.
bodies here now. They need to get off. May, who got hit hard by. Also needs to get out. Just getting off now.
Red Wings were changing, so no icing. McKay back to get it. King in there trying to cause trouble for the Red Wings. Still, it's kept in. McKay.
Heads up.
Goes into the bench. Nice play by Winter to reach out there with the stick and break that up.
Yeah, and anytime you can get your stick in the way, that's always a good thing. That's shows that you're thinking defensively, and you don't have to step into anybody, but if you can get your stick into the passing lane and deflect that puck at the play, that's a good play.
Pierce. The stick lifted as he tried to shoot. A nice play by Butt on Deer Lake. Winter. That's dumped in. High off the glass. Sims in looking for it. Comes to the boards. Shears. Sims knocked it off his stick. Left it behind the goal. Whiffen just left it there. Red Wings came up with it. There's a big hit. Mullet stepped into his man. That was King. And the puck comes out to center. Robinson. Whiffen juggled that one and held on. Face-off will be in the Cataracts.
Some action
end.
here, George. The last minute and a half, we've had a number of good open ice hits and some good bangers on the boards as well.
Turned over after Cataracts won the faceoff. Weak shot in on goal. Whiffen made the save. It's in behind the Cataracts goal in the far corner. Anderson in looking for it. Comes through the boards. And out come the Cataracts. Drover keeps going and then gets it to Byrne. Byrne shoots it in. That's going to come out. Jeremy Drover at the far side for the Cataracts. Plays it back to his defense partner Wicks. Back to Drover. Back to Wicks. Shoots it in. Clark knocks it down, and Clark is going to have to hold it with David Byrne right there. Past the halfway mark here in the third period. 9:22 left to go. Clean face-off win. That shot didn't miss by a lot. Good quick release by Gale.
He does have a good shot, George.
Here's Parsons again. He's been a star for the Red Wings in this game.
He's a good player, George. I really like what he does with the puck, and defensively he gets in positions a lot.
May puts it in over the blue line. Coffey was tripped up, and no call. Coffey slow to get up. He's shaken up.
Parsons had a stick caught up in him, George. There was nothing there, and as he pulled it, it basically hauled the legs out from underneath him. He went down hard. No intent at all.
He made it to the bench. Cantwell's out there now. Sims battling along the boards. May comes up with it and shoots it in. McKay back to get it from Clark. McKay stops up behind his goal. Cataracts need to get a change in. They got some tired legs out there. They do. Oak hops off the bench. Sims watching McKay. And just lifted high in the air, knocked down there. Brought right back in by Cantwell. Cantwell shot from a sharp angle right into the glove of Billy Clark. Behind the Deer Lake goal, Cataract stole it momentarily, couldn't get it in front. right into the feet of Shears. Sims gets to it, clears it in, heads to the bench. Lucas Robinson for the Red Wings. Robinson quickly ahead. That's knocked down at the blue line. Over here, racing onto it. This is Drover. Drover behind the goal. Drover looking around, stops. Took it away from Sims, then lost it. Cataracts got to hustle back. They do. Wicks. Drover to Murr. Here's Murr in on alone. Murr with a shot. Clark comes out.
That's a beautiful play. Beautiful play by Drover, spotting them coming by. You could tell these guys been playing with each other a little bit. Backhand pass to a sprinting Murr into the open ice.
Well, we know Cody Drover can pass the puck.
And that was a fantastic pass. A behind the back blind pass at that. He's a tired body. He had to get off her now. He had a tough shift.
Coffey stepped up and stole that after the Cataracts and actually won the faceoff.
It's a number of times that's happened, George. They've won several faceoffs in the last possession.
There's Coffey again, now behind the goal. Tried to get it out in front, went off a Cataracts defenseman, comes back into the corner. Cataracts get it and get it out.
They need a wholesale change here now.
There's Sims. They'll tip it in. Jeremy Drover back to get it. Fitzgerald couldn't knock it down out of the air. Cantwell coming off the bench.
They're calling too many men is not too many men. They only have 4 on when he touched it, let alone 5. It's just that 2 guys happened to go on, but there was only 3 on the ice.
The play continues. 6 minutes to go.
$50 if you have this number 2.
Hit along the boards. May absorbs that, dumps it in, and he'll head to the bench.
408. You just won
$1,250
$1,250 is the 50-50. $1,250. Did I hear that right?
Not bad at all.
Wow. Here's King. Sharp angle. Stopped by Clark. Try the wraparound. Clark got over there that time. King along the boards. Gale pinching in. Puck is still loose there in the circle. Cataracts come up with it. Shot back in by Cantwell. Sims. Cataracts change. Steven Sims steps out from behind his goal. It's the pass over. That's shot by Campbell over the top of the goal. Back comes Ethan Sims. His shot, that's kicked away by Clark. They go back and forth. Back the other way, Anderson. Good play by Pierce, knock it off his stick. Anderson stays with it. Anderson on the backhand. Save is made and it goes in behind the goal. Back at the point. McKay, he winds up. That changed direction. Kept in by Butt. Down into the corner it goes. 4.5 to play. Let's just get rid of it at center. Butt to McKay. Long shot in wide of the goal. Drover turns. Gets the return pass and Drover gets knocked down. It's going to be a penalty to Clark. Drover slow to get up. Finally it's touched up. Cataracts will go on the power play. See if it's...
That's an easy call, George, right in front of us here. Clear high stick. I think that they're looking for blood. Probably a 4-minute jobby.
I'm going to have a peek. Let's see. I'm going to go and have a look. Yeah. The referee wants to take a look at Cody Drover.
And actually, it's going to be 4 minutes. It's an easy call. I can see the blood from here. Referee had a quick glance.
Oh, I see him down on the bench being...
Yeah.
Lindsay Wiseman, the trainer, looking after him. Got the towel up to his face.
They called for the referee. He came over. He got 5 feet from the bench and said, yeah, okay, that's an easy call. So that's going to be a 4-minute double minor to the Deer Lake Red Wings. So the Cataracts basically are on a power play, barring anything else, for the remainder of the period. This is a one of the things that the Deer Lake Lightnings are going to complain about here now. If Cody Drover goes out,
Well,
and that's exactly what he's saying.
and Drover is coming off the bench.
Yep.
All right, here we go. Power play for the Cataracts. 4:10 left to go here in the third. They trail by 1.
4 minutes for high sticking on the penalty 50-50.
Scramble draw. Cataracts come up with it. Here's Marr. Marr around behind the goal. Jordan Marr lost it a little bit. Turns, fires it back in there. Byrne has got it. Byrne. Top of the circle. He'll shoot it. And Clark has got it in the trapper and holds on.
He's got to hold on to that one and wait for a little bit more traffic in front of the net in that particular position right there. Marr was trying to make a move down low, George, over on the far boards on the hash marks. Just lost it. But he was trying to make one of these out-in moves and get a good shot away. He's possesses a lethal shot.
Fitzgerald loses the face-off. Robinson rings it around the boards, and the Cataracts will have to go back down and start from deep in their own end.
Yeah, you got to try to find a way to get that puck possession out the face-off. Easier set up here, however.
It's the little slingshot back. They get it in. Here's Drover. Drover. Oh, good defensive play.
Great poke check. Great
Was
poke check.
Langdon.
Looked like Drover was going to be able to make the move and bring it to the middle of the rink.
Long reach of Drew Langdon.
Yeah, he's been taught well.
Fitzgerald just gets it in over the blue line. Pass over. Byrne with a chance. Byrne fanned on it.
Surprised it wasn't a hooking call.
Drover looking for it.
He's going to lose it.
Mullet getting away. Here's Mullet with a shot. Save made by Whiffen. And back comes Drover the other way. Drover gains the blue line. Keeps going in around behind the goal, trying to work it out in front. Byrne is there and he missed the empty net.
By a lot.
Yeah.
Great job by Cantwell.
He'll put it in deep off the boards. Clark looking for it, and he will cover and will get a face-off to his left. 2:19 to go in the power play. 2:29 to go in the third period.
Not quite sure if the puck laid flat for David Byrne to be honest and fair to him, but yeah, it reminded me a little bit, just a little outside.
Yeah. Bob Uecker.
One of my favorite movies of all time.
Just caught that movie again about 3-4 days ago. Happened to find it on
Yeah,
channel late at night.
you can't help but watch it a dozen times.
No, it's hilarious. Cantwell with a shot that hits some bodies in front. Coffey gets it out. Cantwell has it. Over to Gale. Up ahead. Sims. Sims drops it back for Gale. This shot missed. Cantwell's got it. Down in along the boards. Sims is in the slot. Comes back for Gale. He'll keep it onside. Gale holds it. He'll settle it down. Have a little look around. That shot had no chance of getting through.
0. Looked like he was going to go to his D-man and decided, and I mean, Langdon was just right up on him. It was a great job defensively.
Under 2 to play now. Sims. Do you pull the goalie and go?
Yeah, well, they're going to look to
6
try
on
to get
4?
their number one line out there, the Marr, Drover, Byrne Langdon unit. But they don't have the right personnel here now.
Cantwell, he'll shoot it. That change direction went off Coffey to the boards. Red Wings are on it. Red Wings get it out. Anderson will take his time and send it the length of the ice.
So they're out there now. They've got Marr and Drover out there, which is exactly what they wanted, and Byrne.
And here comes, no, I thought Whiffen he started to go and then went back.
Yeah, he's looking to the bench as well.
Yeah, I'm not
I'm
sure
surprised.
why. Not sure why he's not gone.
No.
1 minute remaining to play, third. 1 minute.
So we're into the final minute here in the third period.
He's got to be coming now.
What are you waiting? Here he comes. A pass in behind Pierce. He couldn't find it.
No, he's looking straight up the ice. It's offside.
Well, keep it in. McKay turns, didn't get much on that.
That's
Just kept onside.
My God,
Now
that
it'll come out.
was 2 feet out over the blue line.
Empty net. Coffey looking for it. Blocking that was Drover, but time winding down. 21 seconds to go. Last chance rush here for the Cataracts. Here's Byrne. Byrne drops it for Drover. Drover for Fitzgerald. His shot. That's blocked by McKay. Rebound is there. It's cleared. And that is going to do it. Park racing after it. 5 seconds to go. Missed the empty net. Hey, great win for the Red Wings and a terrific game for the fans.
Yeah, it certainly was. What a battle. Right to the final buzzer, George. And it looked like the Cataracts were going to have a great opportunity there with 12 seconds left. The puck came right over to Byrne on the right side. Being a left-handed shooter, wasn't able to get it through. Good defensive play by the Deer Lake Red Wings, who full credit for a big win here tonight. 5-4 at the Joe. A very entertaining game.
It was a big crowd on hand, and they were treated to a pretty good game. Let's just pop up inside the booth for just a moment here, Robert. There we are. And, that was a fun one to call. It's the first one in over 4.5 years, and it was a dandy. I should say it came right down to the last few seconds. Yeah,
there was a lot of good battles, George. When we come into the game, we didn't know what to expect, but everything that we hoped for, it did transpire.
Yeah, the only thing the hometown fans didn't get was a win, but hey, it's early in the season. This is a very new team, and you hinted towards me, or hinted at me a little bit. I'm not phrasing this properly at all. You dropped a little hint between the second and third periods that maybe some more help coming for the Cataracts for tomorrow.
Yeah, I think so. And I mean, speaking to the coaches and the guys that are involved, I mean, they're looking at, fitting players in, seeing how everybody do. They got a couple games in now, and I think that you'll probably see a couple more lineup changes tomorrow. And who knows, Deer Lake may have a couple of the Hines boys back tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the story is.
No.
There. We just know that they weren't here tonight. Yeah, the Cataracts still tinkering with the lineup, still trying to get players, and told there might be at least one new player in the lineup
there's
tomorrow.
Some possibilities.
We'll wait and see who it may be. All right, and the game tomorrow, by the way, 1:30 here at the Joe Byrne. We'll have the game for you again here on AO.live, and hope tomorrow's game is as much fun as this one was.
This was enjoyable.
All right, folks, that's going to do it for us. I'm going to step aside now. We'll be back, as I said, 1:30 tomorrow afternoon. Puck drop will come on a few minutes before and get you teed up for that game. On behalf of our cameraman, Jason Power, who's right down below us down here, Robert Golding, my name is George Scott. Folks, have yourselves a great evening. Good night, everyone.